Well, here we go, back again with another video. Yes, today's video is about this weekend's match at the Happy Valley Charlton Athletics ground. The Valley, yes, Sunderland take on Lee Bowyer's out of form side down at the Happy Valley. But today, one of Sunderland's... Well, how can I say one of Sunderland's? He's appeared from the woodwork. He's creeped out from the woodwork. I thought he left years ago. Yes, Charlie Methven's decided to open his mouth yet again today, and he said, because of Sunderland playing behind closed doors, if they play behind closed doors for the whole season, we will lose 7 million. We were net losses of 7 million. Charlie, I told you that about 4 videos ago. I did, but I said about 6.7. So where's the other 300,000 come from, Mr. Methven? Mr. Methven, where's the other 300,000 come from? I'm sure it was 6.7 and not 7 million. Well, I'm only joking. It's probably about 7 million. Charlie knows more than me, although I don't think he probably does. But Charlie Methven's come out in the press and he says, but we will be okay. We'll be okay. We'll manage the season, because he's been so proactive and done really well, done a fantastic job, Charlie Methven. Absolutely amazing job, patting himself on the back. Sunderland fans needn't worry. We are financially safe for this season. Well done, Charlie and Stuart Donald. Absolutely brilliant people there, saving Sunderland Association Football Club. But we're going to lose 7 million because there's no matches at all. But would have been a lot more if it wasn't for the fantastic fans who bought season cards. The 12,000 plus fantastic, brilliant fans who thought, yes, I'm going to buy the season card anyway, even if I don't like Charlie Methven and Stuart Donald. And you know, they've done well. That's why it isn't a bigger loss. It could have been 10 million, 11 million, but because of these fans who bought the season cards, and they knocked it down to 7 million. So, I mean, but then again, didn't Stuart Donald allegedly write off 20 million? So, that means they're only 13 million worse off. Is that correct? I'm not quite sure. I don't know how it all works, but you know, it just seems like there was 20 million in debt, and now I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on about money, because Charlie Methven really does get on my nerves a little bit. I don't hate the bloke, I don't dislike the bloke, but I'd rather not see him ever again in my entire lifetime. Right, Sunderland take on Charlton Athletic down at the Valley, yes? But Sunderland are in 5th place at this moment in time. We have 7 points. We've won 2, drawn 1, lost none, scored 4 goals, let in 1 goal, and like I said, we're on 7 points. So it's not a bad start of the season. But Charlton Athletic are not playing really that well at the moment. They played 3 games, Charlton. They won the first game away to Crewe. And then they were at home against Doncaster. Darren, what's his name? Darren Moore's side, Doncaster, and they got beat 3-1. So that was a great result from Doncaster, Darren Moore's side. Last Sunday, Lincoln, who have started the season quite well, beat Charlton 2-0. So Lee Bowyer's side, you know, Charlton is in a bit of trouble. I thought they would come in the top 2. But according to Tyler Rowlandson, you can go and watch some of his videos. He'll let you know how Charlton's getting on. He was saying to me that they haven't really purchased many players. They haven't really done much in the market. There's not much money to spend. They haven't got a great lot of players in the side and the squad. So they might even struggle this season. But pop over to Tyler Rowlandson's vlogs, have a look at his videos, subscribe to that channel. He's a good lad. I met him down at Charlton last year when I was in London. When I was in London, I was at London Bridge and I walked all the way to Happy Valley Charlton. It was about 10 mile. Was it 8 mile? 10 mile, 8 mile? We backpacked and I walked all the way there, and I was waiting for Tyler to do a vlog for about 20 minutes, and there's some dodgy characters kicking about. I know there's dodgy characters everywhere. Look, you're looking at one right now with a dodgy finger. Yes, I cut my finger up in a tin of beans. And there were some dodgy characters kicking about down there, so if you do hang around the Charlton Valley ground, just be careful what's going on and what's happening. Keep your wits about you, shall I say. But the majority of folk in most places are really wonderful people. Just the minority that shags up the rest of the world. So like I said, Sunderland could go, you know, potentially top of the table this weekend if things fall right. But Ipswich have had a great start to the season. I think they've played 3 games, they've won 3, 9 points, scored 6 goals, led in none. That's a brilliant start to the season. So they are pushing for the promotion place these early days, very early days, should I say. But last season they did the same. Early days and they felt the bits. Under George Burley, wasn't it? Sunderland did play against Leeds under 23 the other day. Our youth side played against the under 23 side. Leeds, we got beat 3-1, but Leeds in the Premier League got a good youth squad. And we did have a couple of first teamers in there. We had Jamajri, we had Dobson, and then Jack Diamond, who apparently was Sunderland's man of the match. It was really scaring the defenders of Leeds. He was running forward, the main threat going through, running forward, getting amongst the defenders, and later on towards the end, he was brought down for a penalty and he scored the penalty. So Jack Diamond definitely will be on the bench this weekend. If he's not, there's something seriously wrong. Dan Neil also played. I don't quite get what Phil Pattinson's trying to do with Dan Neil. Is it the number 10 role or up front? I'd rather have him in centre midfield and get those through balls going. But I'm not a manager. I'm just a normal bloke watching the TV every now and again. But like I said, Jack Diamond was the star then. And that set up, he did really well. For me, we need someone like with his drive and his ambition and his passion to come off the subs bench. Don't leave him on the subs bench. Don't leave him on even the last 20 minutes. Bring him on if we're not playing well after half an hour. Half an hour to go. Give him a chance. But for me, if it was me this weekend against Charlton, I'd put Burgee in goal. I wouldn't change the back 3 centre backs. I keep Flanagan, I keep Wright, I keep Willis. Then I'd have Human or 9, obviously. Then I would bring back Power if he's fit. I would drop Scown back to the bench. I'd bring back Power. We want the captain back. And I think he links up really well with Denver Hume. That's just my opinion, though. Everyone else has their own opinions. And then Ledbetter doesn't deserve to be dropped, to be honest, the way he's playing. He's playing really well. And then the 3 up front, I'd bring back Will Grigg, and because Maguire could possibly be injured. If he's not fit enough, then Gooch and O'Brien, and that might actually give some. They might actually supply their aim. O'Brien and Gooch is to supply Will Grigg with some ammunition to get the goals. So, like I said, Lee Bowyer's side not in very good form. They were relegated last season. I think was it in 22nd place or second off bottom or third. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, at the Valley. The Valley was founded in 1905, 115 years young. No, Charlton Athletic Football Club was founded in 1905 and they were 115 years young. But the Valley was founded, was built, was opened in 1919. And they've played at the Valley all them years. The historical value is tremendous. I think there's only one season they missed playing at the Valley for whatever reason. I don't know what it was, but it is an old ground. It could do with being sort of updated a little bit, but if you like historical buildings, if you like your old stadiums, it's one of those stadiums you want to go and visit sometime, because from the outside, it does look a bit old and decrepit, but I'm sure it's a sturdy ground, and inside it's probably lovely, and you've got your big flat block of flats overlooking the Valley, so them at the top could probably watch the match for now, I think. Not quite sure. But look, it does look sturdy. You could do with a decent paid job. And like Tyler was saying to me, he says, yeah, it could do with a bit of modernisation. It does hold, though, 27,111 fans. And the Charlton fans are good fans, loyal fans, passionate fans. And, end of the day, like Sunderland fans, they probably do deserve better. But I do wish Charlton all the best this season. The only thing about Charlton I don't like is Lee Bowyer. But, I do wish them all the best this season. I do hope that they end up in the playoffs and they have a good promising season, but hopefully they'll finish just below Sunderland. Now, like I said, they've played Lincoln, they've played Crewe. They started off with Crewe 4-3-3, and when they played, was it Doncaster, and they played Lincoln, they went 4-4-2. So they're trying to be attacking. They got Washington and they got Macaulay Bonne. Is it called Macaulay Bonne or Macaulay Boney? I'm not quite sure. He's 24-year-old. When he played for Leyton Orient, he scored 45 goals in 19 matches. So he's a good, talented young lad. They're dangerous players. They do have some dangerous players at Charlton, and they can bounce back to form at any time. So we've got to be on our best. But with the likes of Flanagan, Wright and Willis, and hopefully our centre-backs, we can keep this good, another clean sheet. Make it 3 clean sheets on the trot. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away victory to Sunderland. And I'm hoping and I'm praying we can get that. Now, last weekend when we won 1-0 at home against Peterborough, there were 7 people who got the correct score for 10 points. 7 people. There was James Morris, Tim Cook, Carl Duffy, Andre Vajalou, Tyler Graham, Liam Calm, William Tucker. Well done. 10 points to the lot of yous. And can you get the correct score this weekend? Leave your score prediction down below in the comments section for 10 points and see if you can climb the table. The leaders haven't gotten any points so far this season, so if you can close up on the leaders, you can overtake them and you can go for the prize at the end of the season, which I haven't even announced yet. But the 3 lads who are still going for the t-shirt, if one of you 3 get the correct score, the t-shirt will be in the post to you. So let's hope and pray we can get another victory. People are saying it's going to be a tough match down Charlton. It's going to be a hard match. It is. Every match is difficult in this league. Can Phil Parkinson change his tactics, or will he still stay and play the same kind of tactics where hopefully we don't hoof that ball in the box to little Will Grigg, or is he going to start Charlie White, his favourite? It's almost like the prodigal son. I'm hoping Will Grigg starts, but if Charlie does start, I wish him all the best too. Charlton fans, enjoy the match of the weekend, but hopefully Sunderland can win and be free. Feel free to come on, leave your score prediction and even subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Right, take care everybody. Enjoy the rest of this week. And there's one more thing. What is it? One more thing. Oh yes, I forgot about that. William Storey's back. Yes, he's been out. He's been making a video. I'll try and put the video in the link down below. He's been talking to somebody about something, and it's always about Sunderland. And he's been talking to Ellis Short. He's been talking to other people, and he still feels and still thinks he's going to take over Sunderland. He still thinks his bid is the biggest bid, with the best backers, the most, the wealthiest, whoever it was from wherever it was, coming in. Some really good finance people. He still thinks he's the man to take over Sunderland. At the end of the day, he does talk well. I'm not going to criticise the bloke. I'm not going to slag the bloke off. He does talk a good talk. Does he walk the walk? We will not know until it actually happens. If it ever happens. I'm not bothered, to be honest. If he comes in, I wish him all the best and I'll be on his side. If he doesn't come in, then enjoy the rest of your life, Mr. William Storey. I'm not here to slag people off and slate people, and I don't even know the bloke. He could be in best intentions in the world for all I know. So until we get some hard facts, until we actually understand what's going on, then I'll have my say about it. But if he does come in, I wish him all the best, all the success in the world. If he doesn't come in, then again, enjoy your life. Right, so William Storey, I'll try and leave it down below in the description and say and make up your own mind about it. At the end of the day, I'm not particularly bothered. He has a nice beard. I just couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered having the beard down here, having to groom your beard as well as groom your hair at the same day is like too much work. But then again, I shave every day, so when I shave every day, the 5 minutes I've got to shave every single flaming day, I could spend them 5 minutes doing my beard, couldn't I? But then it would be really hitchy and horrible. Right, anyway, everyone to themselves. There's a lot of women out there who love beards as well, so yeah, with William Storey's a good looking bloke, and yeah, he's got lots of money. About 600 quid. Right, there we go. That's the end of the video. I'm going now before I waffle on too long. Enjoy your weekend. Take care, stay safe, and don't go in anybody else's house because there's a lockdown on. Does anybody know the rules? What's going on? Does anybody actually know what we are supposed to be doing in the northeast of England? I haven't got a clue. The government hasn't got a clue. The politicians, all the politicians haven't got a clue. So how the hell are we supposed to know what we should and shouldn't do? I think we're not supposed to go in other people's houses. Are we allowed on the streets? Are we allowed to go for an exercise? I'm going for a run now. I'm going for a run now. Sod it, I'm going for a run. See if my knee's better because my knee was giving way yesterday. Right, take care. Again.